Before we get part 2 of my journey in Philadelphia started, let's give a quick recap to part 1. We did tons of fun activities including hitting up Logan Square, Franklin Square, Chinatown, City Hall and Dilworth Park, Love Park, and Spruce Street Harbor Park. We knocked out 4 different restaurants including Shea Steaks, Chan Tong, Matcha Panda Cafe, and Mahalo Hawaiian Barbecue. On top of that, we crossed cheesesteaks off our list here. Foodies, buckle in because part 2 of my journey in Philadelphia begins now. And good morning from here in Philadelphia for day 2 of Cody's food vlog. We got a fun day ahead of us. We're gonna go to the zoo and we're gonna do a lot of other things. There's a deli I've been keeping tabs on. Bam, bam, like that. Let's go get some breakfast there before the zoo. I'm hungry. I ate a lot yesterday for day 1. I'm gonna eat a lot today for day 2. So let's get it started. Rise and shine, foodies. We get day 2 in Philly started by walking the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. Flags from countries all around the world can be found along this pathway, and I think that's super neat. Personally, I love how walkable the city of Philadelphia is. I'm a really big fan of that. So that was really cool seeing all the different countries' flags along the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, and we'll get back on it. We're gonna keep walking along that path because that's gonna take us to the next activity we're doing here after the deli I wanna hit up, coming up. Soon we arrive to stop number 1 of day 2 here off 19th Street and Spring Garden. My friends, this is CHRISTIE'S Deli. CHRISTIE'S is a super cozy deli that dishes out awesome food. Breakfast items, lunch items, you name it. Their menu's written out on the wall here, which is a cool touch that I always enjoy. You put your order in at the counter, and you can even watch the masters at the craft if you choose to do so. So I went inside and I put my order in here at CHRISTIE'S. Something I was really looking forward to. I looked up like delis or breakfast items and they kept popping up very often. Have great reviews. Bam! Can't wait to try it. This is the fish morning. Smoked salmon with cream cheese, red onion, capers, and tomato in a bagel. So I got the fish morning. Keep it. Bam! Look at that. There's smoked salmon, cream cheese, and also tomato with it. And I got it on a everything bagel. Look at that. Oh, look at this thing. So this is amazing. Yeah, the tomato and the red onion, which complement the smokiness of the salmon, and that cream cheese is very rich. Bagel's terrific too. Gotta get everything bagels or wheat, or else. Oh, this table is a little wobbly. Sorry. This is dynamite. Look at that. So there are also capers in here, right there, and they add a nice little lemony zest to food. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. I devoured that first part. That thing was amazing. This is the second, and this thing is laying the smack down on my taste buds. Look at that. This is outrageous. Like, I always wanted to try it. I've never had smoked salmon on a bagel. Cream cheese and all that, never have. Instant fan. So, besides the taste, which is amazing, The best part about this
Thank you.
is it's light and it's not really greasy. So it's not gonna sit in my belly all day like a brick. It's a very pleasant bite, it's delicious. Here's the final bite of the bagel. I love the taste of that caper. The capers in this are awesome. It complements the salmon like perfectly. And the cream cheese, awesome. Rich, some zest. I gotta give Christie's Deli, that's double thumbs up. Service was great. They're very patient with me. Again, that's tough sometimes, but I appreciate people who can be like that. Check them out. Awesome deli here in Philly. Damn, Christie's was awesome. So I'm gonna get back on the Benjamin Franklin Expressway. I'm gonna keep an eye out for some of the flags that are displayed along the way to our next stop, and it is the Philadelphia Museum of Art. The steps might be famous to some people from the Rocky series. Let's check them out. I don't know if I'm gonna run up them yet, but let's check it out. After eating that delicious bagel from Christie's Deli, we hop right back on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. As we keep making our way to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, I continued looking at all the different flags that were displayed along the way. As we inch closer and closer to the museum, more features pop up such as the Erickson Fountain and the Washington Memorial Fountain, which was awesome to see in person. But right across the street was what we came to see. The iconic 72 stone steps became famous due to being featured in a Rocky movie series. The Philadelphia Museum of Art and Steps was completed in 1928. There are many nods to the Rocky movies around the steps. I grew up watching the Rocky movies, so seeing so many nods to it here was really rad. And getting to see the Rocky Balboa statue in person was another cool thing I got to check off the list of what I wanted to see in Philadelphia. Super cool, super detailed statue of Sylvester Stallone. Now I gotta ask, do I run up these steps? It's the steps, man. I told myself I wasn't gonna run up these damn things, but I'm doing it. Damn it, I'm doing it. We're gonna run up the Rocky steps. I have to get loose. At least the view from up here is beautiful. Look at that. Woo! There you go. The view from atop the steps provides an absolutely killer look at the Philadelphia skyline. Was it worth running up the steps for? Debatable. No, it was. Oh my boy. Yo, Adrian, I'm about to pass out. I ran up and down the steps about 4 or 5 times. A lot of sweat on my forehead. It's the stuff I do for you guys, man. Very touristy, but damn it, it's fun. Oh, and the next activity we got is to hit up the Philadelphia Zoo. I'm parched. I might go jump in like the seal exhibit or something and cool off. Not really. And we made it here to the Philadelphia Zoo, one of the best zoos in the country. Let's get to it. This is the Philadelphia Zoo. It's opening on July 1st, 1874 because it was delayed by the American Civil War. It's considered the first true zoo ever in the country. The Philadelphia Zoo is situated on 42 acres and welcomes over 1 million visitors yearly. Home to the first orangutan and chimpanzee births in the United States, and it's considered one of the best zoological institutions in the country. As some of you guys know, I love visiting zoos. The Philadelphia Zoo is one I always wanted to go to, and I was so happy to have been able to finally visit. One of my favorite parts of any zoo is trying to find reptiles and amphibians in their habitats. They can be in any nook and cranny in the exhibits, and for me personally, it's always so fun to look for them. They could be anywhere. It's like playing Where's Waldo, and I really enjoy that so much. I also enjoyed the trumpeter swans and the flamingos here as well. Got love for my feathered friends. I'm having a great time here at the Philadelphia Zoo. It's a bit of a steamer. It's another 90-degree day, but I'm avoiding the rain so I can't be mad. The zoo's been awesome so far. Holy moly, look at this longhorn here. Whew. An Anko Watusi cattle. Look at that thing. The giant otter exhibit here was really cool. Also cool was seeing a giant otter snuggle up and realizing that their love life completely destroys mine. So that's totally rad. Despite the hot weather, it was cool seeing some of the big cats be active, and for me, that's always a plus in any zoo visit in my book. And here's the Amur tiger, also known as the Siberian tiger, and here's me catching the keepers feeding the western lowland gorillas, which to me was super cool. I had a great time here at the Philadelphia Zoo. I just wish I was able to see some of the animals use the overhead paths a little more. I think I only saw in the beginning there, but I had a great time still. And it's been a minute since I last ate. We're gonna get back on the food trail. I'm craving a burger, and there's a place I know that has great burgers. Let's check it out. To get to our next destination, the Fishtown neighborhood, I decided to hop on a trolley to get there. And when in Philly, you gotta hit up the Fishtown area. It's a hip, it's a trendy spot, and there's a place I've been keeping tabs on. Let's check it out. Our next food stop is here on Frankfort Avenue and Thompson Street. My friends, this is Bottle Bar East. Upon walking into Bottle Bar East, you are greeted by a super cool interior. It's narrow, but the decorations make it feel really unique and different. The dimmer lighting is also a really cool vibe too. But ultimately, you know your boy was gonna make it out to the patio because I love my outdoor seating. And I made it here to Bottle Bar East. I put my order in, number 22. Sitting outside enjoying the great weather. Can't wait for it. I'm gonna get myself a burger and fries. At least one every time I go somewhere. Let's go. This is the Smash Burger. A smash patty with American cheese, BBE sauce, onions, and pickles. Here we go. I am ready to mess this up. So the cool thing about this is Bottle Bar East here, they have a happy hour. So all these fries here, $6. And so is this smash burger. This was also $6. Oh, let's take a bite of this bad boy.
The beef on this, very good. And the sauce they put with it, a little bit of sweetness to it, some tang, complements that perfectly. And the fried onions, terrific smash burger. And the bite with pickles right there. You know, I walked around all over the place. I had CHRISTIE'S Deli a long time ago. I ran up and down the steps at the Museum of Art like a freaking madman. Walked around the zoo like crazy. Worked myself up an appetite. And these fries right here, long way. I'm craving this. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Perfect fry. They give you a lot too. Very good. Fries and ketchup go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly. Very good. And this burger has me flying higher than Eagles fans when the Eagles score a touchdown or win. Very good. And here's the final fry. Bam. Let's get to focus on the rest of this burger. Whatever the BBE sauce is very good, man. Tangy, complements the beef well. And unfortunately, good things come to an end. Like this smash burger. Just got blown off by the wind and I put it back on, but it's gone. And I gotta give Bottle Bar East, that's a thumbs up. Very good burger. That's only $6. Huge basket of fries is only $6. Great food at a great price, and they're very kind in there. Check them out if you want a great smash burger here in Philadelphia. Woo! That was an awesome burger here in the Fishtown neighborhood. But I think I'm gonna go back to my hotel just for a bit to recharge, do things. We're gonna hit up the 9th Street Italian Market. That's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna dive in to Italian food for the rest of this day. And we got more activities planned. Catch y'all in a bit. All right, foodies, and we are back. Let's head to the Italian market. Now it's almost 4 o'clock or thereabouts. I don't know if the actual market itself is gonna be open. Google says it closes at 4, but there's tons of other places around it. It's still gonna be a good time.
Here we go, foodies. We're making our way to the Italian market 9th Street area. Here's some cool facts about it. Established in the late 1880s in South Philadelphia by Italian immigrants, features awning-covered sidewalks home to various vendors selling food, baked goods, home goods, and even includes butcher shops. One of the largest outdoor continuous markets in the country, and it runs about 18 city blocks in total.
So I'm walking from my hotel, which is not too far from like the Liberty Bell area, Independence Hall, here to the Italian market, that area, and it is hot as hell. I'm gonna cool off with something, and another thing we get to cross off on the list.
This is John's Water Ice. A counter-serve spot dishing out amazing frozen treats, especially on a summer day like this. And with that, we get to cross water ice off of our list.
Here you go, I got the water ice from John's. Look at that, or water ice they call it in Philly. You remember Bryce Harper in the home run derby at Alec Boehm? I got cherry, and this is medium. Look at how huge it is. Bam. Oh yeah. Nice cherry taste to it. It's not overly sweet. It doesn't taste super fake like a lot of cherry things often do. Look at that. That's legit. I was only gonna get a small, but dude, it is hot as balls out, all right? It's like 90. I'm sitting very awkwardly because I'm on a porch right here, right outside the restaurant. And yeah, this is great though. I'm trying to eat it so it doesn't leak all over my hands. Now it seems pretty similar to like a shave ice, but doesn't have like chunks of ice in it. It's like really soft, almost sorbet-like, sherbet-like. It's delicious, man. Ooh. And now this place is cash only, so and they do have an ATM literally right here, right next to the shop that you can get some cash out. That's what I did. There you go. This is delicious, man. I won't mind getting maybe a second one, like a small one, on the way out, so to speak, from the Italian market area. Could do a lot of exploring here. And now, a super cool thing about John's here is that, there you go. It's been around since the 1940s and it's a staple for Philadelphians. Super cool. It's still family-run business, so that's awesome. I can't get over how good this is. I heard online that it's not shave ice, it's better than shave ice. Oh, I'm enjoying that. I agree with that. And I love my shave ice. And unfortunately, we are getting towards the end of this. No, this is all I got left. Right there. I was gonna drink it. Bam. And I gotta give John's water ice here. That's double thumbs up, just imagine, because I'm holding the camera with one hand. It's awesome, super good. Legit contemplating already getting another one. But now that's two things we've got to cross off on our list. Let's head to another place and cross off another thing on our list.
Let's keep exploring the area, shall we? We make our way to the heart of the Italian market, and spoiler alert, it was rad. There are vendors of all kinds here. Literally anything you can think of, you can find it here with these vendors. Except the Dragon Balls, of course. All of the fruits and veggies that were out look so fresh that even I, Cody, may have actually eaten some healthy for once. What a change that would be. But soon we made our way to our fourth food stop of day 2. This is Nannie, FRANCO'S Pizzeria. You order the pizza you want here. There's a good variety, but your boy had to get a Philly food staple from here.
So I have to get my slice of the tomato pie. That's another thing we get to cross off on the list. They're heating it up now. It looks great. My lips are really red.
This is Nannie FRANCO'S tomato pie slice. Made of tomato sauce on a spongy crust and drizzled with olive oil. And foodies, we now get to cross off tomato pie on our list.
Woo! We got it, look at that. Oh, this is a Philly classic. It is a tomato pie. This is my first time ever having this bad boy. Here we go, cheers. Ah. Oh. The crust on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's pillowy, bit of a crunch on the outside, and so chewy on the inside. The tomato sauce is very robust. Nice richness to it. Oh yeah, this is good. Ah. The little area I'm sitting in is really cool too. It's right outside Nannie FRANCO'S right here. Look at that. Put my whole crew. my whole crew, aka me, aka Cody, aka just eating this. And this morning I did hit a workout. This is carbs. There's protein in it too, you know. It all goes for bam, the gains. I don't know if it's because it's super hot, but I'm under a shady umbrella right now. Bam. But I think this bad boy has some kick to it. It's very good, but ah, damn, it's taking a couple bites of this. That crust, though, look at that. Dude, the crust is so good on this. I could probably just eat that alone. I'm a bread fiend when I'm not watching carbs. I love that tomato sauce, man. Dude, I could even just dip like garlic knots, garlic bread, hell, even other slices of pizza into that. Look at that. Honestly, didn't know how I'd feel about the tomato pie, but it's very good. And that's a cool thing about traveling to new places, is trying the cuisine they're known for. I make it a point every time. Philadelphia's no exception. Look at that. They love their tomato pies, their water ices, the cheesesteaks, obviously. It's all awesome. Unfortunately, foodies, this is it, man. That's a pretty big one-biter, but I'm gonna do it. Because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. Like John Cena. All right, foodies, and that's a thumbs up for Nannie FRANCO'S. Super good, super, super good. That tomato pie surpassed my expectations. It's very good. If I come back to, when I come back to Philly, I'll definitely get it again. Check them out if you're in the Italian market area. Super good, and they're super kind too, as an added bonus. Now I am gonna cross off another thing on the list. It's red gravy or red sauce. They call it red gravy here. Cross that bad boy off the list. And that will be number 4. 4 gone. 4 down. 4 done. It's a tavern. They serve Italian food. It's not too far from here, so let's check it out.
We make our way to the next and final food stop of day 2 here in Philly. Stop number 5 is here off Reed Street and 10th Street. My friends, this is Triangle Tavern. What a super rad vibe that Triangle Tavern had for the inside of the restaurant. The bar area here was super eclectic and upbeat, and the area I was seated in here was more cozy and felt really homey.
And I made it here to the Triangle Tavern. Super cool setting in here, as you guys seen. And the item I ordered is gonna be number 4, scratched off on the list, as I said earlier. Can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm excited. You should be too.
This is Triangle Tavern's spaghetti and meatballs. Noodles topped with marinara sauce, and you guessed it, meatballs.
Holy moly. Look at that, that looks absolutely amazing. I didn't even have to look when I took that out. That was cool, right? Try some of the pasta first. Oh yeah. Very robust flavor. Noodles are cooked perfectly. Oh, and this is the other item we get to cross off on the list.
Now we get to cross off red gravy dish. We are making great progress.
This bread is freaking awesome. There you go. A little bit right there. Very fresh bread. Very good. Look at that. This is very good. There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that meatball right there. That's amazing quality. Tender, full of seasonings, full of flavor.
Here's totally non-fast forwarded footage of me cutting up these giant meatballs with a fork and mixing them with the noodles. I am truly that fast, a true master at this craft. Totally.
Look at that. This place is starting to get jumping a little bit. But this is jumping in my taste buds. This marinara is absolutely killer. Right there. It has some kick and tang to it, but man, it's absolutely ridiculously loaded in flavor. And the meatball with it, when you put it together with the pasta, fantastic. So I'm basically done with my noodles. I just have a lot of those meatballs left and some of that bread. So here's what I did with the remainder of that bread and some of the meatballs. Look at that. Yeah, that's nifty, isn't it? Unfortunately, this is it right here. Absolutely awesome spaghetti meatballs. And I'm gonna give Triangle Tavern double thumbs up. Super nice people. I love the ambiance in here. Super cool. And here in the South Philly area, awesome spaghetti meatballs. They dish out great Italian food and have awesome reviews for a reason. Check them out if you guys are ever around. Maybe before a Phillies game, before an Eagles game. They play in the same area that Triangle Tavern's located in, thereabouts. Check them out. You guys will enjoy it. You know, as I plot out my days, everything when I go on a trip, what I want to eat, the activities I want to do, I lay all that out. And I honestly wasn't expecting to be done with this day. That at this time, around 6, it's right there. At 6:03. But then I remember I left out of the hotel between 7:20, 7:30. Started my day off nice and early. And there's something close to my hotel. Remember I told you guys I was by the Liberty Bell Independence Hall area that I wanted to check out. I wanted to check it out yesterday, but I did so much I decided to call it tad early, 9 o'clock. I got in around noon. And I think it's really cool, so let's check that out.
Foodies, day 2 is almost concluded, but first we gotta do our final activity of the day together. We're gonna hit up Washington Square. Designated originally as Southeast Square in 1682, it is home to the tomb of the unknown soldier, is best known for mass burials of those who perished during the American Revolution and during the Yellow Fever. Remains are still occasionally found during maintenance and construction projects. There was such a peaceful vibe here at Washington Square, just like at both Logan and Franklin Squares that we saw on day 1. I love how all the squares in Philadelphia have a water feature as the centerpiece of them. Your boy finds that really, really neat. The coolest part of Washington Square to me was to see the tomb of the unknown soldier. Just a super nifty backstory with it. It honors the thousands of soldiers that died during the Revolutionary War.
It was really cool to see the tomb of the unknown soldier in person. I've read about it, heard about it very often growing up. Very cool to see that. Very, very cool. I love the peacefulness here. Look at that. Super, super, super cool. Man, what a freaking day for day 2 here in the city of brotherly love, here in Philadelphia. Day started off awesome when I went to CHRISTIE'S and got an awesome bagel for breakfast. And then I took myself to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and did wind sprints up and down them steps like a crazy madman for your guys' entertainment. I wanted to pass out. And then I took myself to the Philadelphia Zoo, had a great time there. Then I went to Fishtown and went to Bottle Bar East and got that smash burger and awesome crunchy fries. Then I took myself to John's Water Ice, got a city like a Philadelphian to fit in. And that was one more thing I got to scratch off the list. And then I took myself to Nannie FRANCO'S, another thing, 2 to cross off the list today. And then to top it all off for my food adventures, I took myself to Triangle Tavern. Awesome, had the spaghetti meatballs, got to scratch off the red sauce / gravy, like they call it here in Philadelphia, off that list. And then I finished it up by taking myself to Washington Square and saw the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Super awesome. Day 2 was great. Day 3 is gonna be just as great. Stay tuned for that. Social media and all that in the description down below. Never know where I end up next, so stay tuned.